Guys, Jack here, JBF Music and Guitar Lessons. What I've got for you today is this Josh Homme lick. Alright, this one might seem quite intimidating because there's some fast bits, but it's not actually too bad. What we're going to do is start off on this 10th fret on the D string, and you just go up to 11 and back to 10. That's the most picking you're going to do really, the rest is all legato. If you do want a copy of the tabs for this, they're up on patreon.com/JBF Music. But what we're doing here is we're going to slide from 11 to the 13. And we've got this really cool pattern where we're going to hit 11, hammer onto 13, then slide up to 14, and we're going to repeat that idea here where we hit the 13, hammer onto 14, slide up to 16 and hit that one more time. So just to recap that bit from the start, we got the first fast bit. You're just going to do a trill between the 14th 16th fret, so just a little hammer on and pull off, then to the 10th fret, down on the D. There's a bit of a jump. If you end up sliding, that's fine. These kind of slides, you know, help keep it kind of loose. If we picked it all, it doesn't sound like Josh Homme anymore. You want this kind of slightly sleazy, kind of laid back, kind of gnarly feeling. If you've got something you're working on and want feedback or a custom video lesson, please don't hesitate to get in touch. lessons@jbfmusic.com or via Facebook. We can have a wee chat and hopefully we'll be able to sort you something out. The second half of the lick, we're going to slide very quickly from the 10th fret to the 11th, again on the D string. So you don't really hear that, it's just a grace note really. Up to 13 on the G. And then we've got the run. This might seem intimidating, but if you stick with it, it should be okay. It feels weird because it's a strange phrase, which is just what he does. That's kind of Josh Homme's thing, is like weird phrasing. But we're going to hit the string once, so the D string, 11th fret, hammer onto 13, hammer onto 14. We're going to go across to the G string, 11, hammer to 13. And then we're going to go onto the B string where we hammer 12 to 14. That hammer again. And then 13th fret. But that kind of weird Queens of the Stone Age type sound. So that run a bit slower. While this might sound really weird and kind of indie and kind of desert rock and bizarre, he's actually using scales that are really commonly found in classical music. Specifically, he's using the melodic minor, and he's using it the way that classical musicians tend to use it when they're composing, where it's one way going up, the melodic minor, and it's the natural minor coming down. That sounded like gibberish to you. I'll just give you a little shape you can play about with, going across the fretboard this way. So you can start on the 10th fret on the D. I'm going to start on the 11th to make things a bit easier to see. So we're going to just go 11, 13, 14, onto the G string, we're going to go 11, 13, and then we're going to play this note here, which is the 11th on the B. So that's the raised 6, that's going to make it sound kind of cool and weird. Up to 13, and then up to 14. And that's your melodic minor scale. So the other scale, the natural minor, which you'd use coming down, 14 to 12 on the B, 14, 13, 11 on the G, 14, 13, 11 on the D, and this time you'd go down to the 9. So if you want to mess about with that to start to get a slightly homey sound in this avant-garde classical manner, didn't think I'd say that one, but phrase today, you can come up this one, and down this one. But do the homey slides, you know. And don't worry too much about, you know, playing the scales exactly as they are, because part of his thing is he's going to take this theory that's been around for hundreds of years and then just twist it and do what he wants with it. Which is exactly what you should do with music. Take things that you know, that you think are kind of sounding cool, put them in a blender, see what comes out of it. And if you want more stuff for your blender in particular, check out Patreon. There's loads of tabs for all the lessons I've done in the past. Click subscribe to keep updated to the channel. There's probably videos floating here, so give them a look if you want. Yeah, cheers guys, and I hope you're having a good one.